If you have not listened to yesterday's video and done your homework, go back and do it because this won't be as valuable unless you go back and do your stuff from day one. So how does it all work? Well, our bodies all run on a fuel, and it's what keeps everything going every day. So most people run on glucose, and that is converted into glycogen. Well, in the absence of glucose, if there's no glucose in your body will convert fatty acids into ketones. So by following a ketogenic lifestyle, you are literally flipping the switch, and instead of being a sugar burner, glucose burner, you become a fat burner and ketone burner, okay? Two separate camps here. Notice, and I did say lifestyle, this is not a diet. Most people actually start keto to lose weight, but they stay keto because of all the other benefits. So some of my favorites personally are cognitive performance, my ability to focus. I have better sleep, elimination of hot flashes, losing that belly fat, and lots of energy. Okay, well, I already had lots of energy, but it gave me even more. So what do you eat on keto? Well, the ketogenic diet is a high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. Don't let the high fat freak you out though, okay? I just had an email today from somebody freaking out about the high fat, and I was the non-fat queen. So now I eat more fat than most anything else, all right? I love fat in my coffee and my tea, whipped in the blender until it's all frothy like a latte. I start every morning off with those. You can have, instead of non-fat dairy, you can have full fat cheese. And doesn't it taste like 100 times better? Absolutely. And think about all the foods that we were demonized that we couldn't eat in our diets that we thought we'd be cheating if we ate them. Like, grass-fed burgers, bacon, butter, avocado, coconut oil, fatty fish. I remember on Weight Watchers, you couldn't eat salmon because it was too many points. Now I love it. And I love chicken wings instead of that boneless, tasteless, skinless chicken. Horrible. You can put heavy cream in your coffee, coconut oil. The more fat you eat, the more you will heal your body and your brain. Also, after you are something called fat adapted, meaning you can slip in and out of ketosis and become metabolically flexible, we will introduce something called intermittent fasting. And remember when you heard that breakfast was the most important meal of the day? Well, breaking your fast is breakfast. Well, we don't do it in the morning when you're doing intermittent fasting. You keep your eating window short, like from 6 to 8 hours. So what I do for me is my eating window is from like lunch to dinner. So I usually eat from like say noon till about 8 p.m. at night. Now, intermittent fasting has tons of health benefits, but my favorite is it's good for anti-aging because your digestive system takes a lot of energy. And so when you let it rest, you are actually able to have something called autophagy, which is your body's recycling of damaged cells. And that to me is really important because I want to age in health, not in sickness. So since you're going to be eating more cholesterol, your hormones are going to be happier, and the cholesterol will help you balance your hormones. So on the webinar, we're going to go into really deep detail on all of this. I'm also going to teach you how to be more efficient in your gym, how to change your total mindset so that you're not from compliance, but you're actually committed. And I'm going to inspire you to give yourself the gift of health this year. Also on the webinar, we're going to talk about self-care. How many of us crazy busy women put everybody else's needs before our own, right? Don't you always think about your husband and your kids and your family and everybody else before yourself? So we're going to talk about the importance of self-care, about stress reduction, like the multitasking thing. I mean, it has become huge, but I feel like it's very stressful to be multitasking. When we do too many things at once, we don't do many things well. So another homework assignment, last one, well, for a while. So what habits are you doing that are helping you move towards your goal? And then what habits are you doing that are moving you away from your goal? And what is in between? What things do you feel like you need to do differently? Okay, so all of that will be in tomorrow's webinar. But what I want you to do is do your homework. If you haven't done all 3 days, do it. It's important for you to be able to reflect into the past, see what you've been doing so that you can know what you're doing next. I hope that makes sense. So if you like this 3-part series, why don't you go ahead and click the share button and share it with your friends who could use this advice. Also, give us a thumbs up and comment below. If you are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you'd like more information on my Keto Pause program, head on over to highenergygirl.com/keto pause, KETOPAUSE, where no men are allowed. So I am looking forward to seeing you on the webinar tomorrow. Don't forget your homework. Ciao for now.